Hello to you watching this video. So in this video, we would now be continuing where we left off in the last video. And we would now be solving for the wind load pressures at the roof level of the building. So previously, we have already solved for the pressures at the walls, namely the windward wall, the side walls, and the leeward walls. Okay. So again, in this video, we are now particular with the pressure at the roof. So suppose that we are to look at this structure in front view. Okay? So ganito po yung maging itsura niya again. And in the last videos, we have already solved for these pressures here. Okay? And as you can see, what is missing here is the wind load pressure acting on the roof surface itself. So of course, if there is wind, the roof is also subject to wind. Okay? So right now, or in this video, I should say, we would now be drawing whatever the pressure here would be. And from that, guys, since we are now solving for the pressure at the roofing, kailangan po nating malaman yung dimensions ng roofing. So from that, guys, we must know the height of the roof and of course the length of the roof, as well as the mean roof height, which we have already solved for in the last videos. Okay, so going back here, the roof dimensions would be as follows. Its height would be 2.8 meters and its length along the direction of the wind, that would be 10.5 meters. If we would be projecting those dimensions into this view, so pagmasdan nyo pong mabuti yung 2.8 meters, nagtago siya.
Teknolojia! Teknolojia!
Okay, so yun, hindi ko po sinasadya. Basta yun po, ito po, this is 2.8 meters, okay? And as for the length here, this is once again 10.5 meters. So also, we need to know the mean roof height. Again, when we say mean roof height, that is measured from the ground up until half of this height. So again, previously we have solved for this one here as 11 meters. Teka, I think I have a slide here. So, proceeding po. Ayun, meron pala. So, this is actually the mean roof height. So, in solving for the wind load pressure at the roof, the formula that we will be using would still be the same. Whereas the pressure P is equal to QZ times G times CP plus minus the internal pressure. And for the value for QZ, we would be making use of this equation here. However, since we are now particular with the wind load pressure at the roof, we must know the QZ at the roof level. And for the roof level, kailangan po nating malaman na QZ is at this particular level, which is at H. So basically, guys, we would only make use of the value for QH for the value of QZ. So for the value of G, still our building is a rigid structure as per analyzed in the last videos. So from that, the value of G is still 0.85. And for the value for QI, again, in the last video, it was already explained that conservatively, we would still be making use of the value for QH. And again, coincidentally, that is 2007.26 Pascal. So for the value for GCPI, if we are to look at this table once again, or not table, rather this slide here, we are to assume that this is partially enclosed. Again, this is just an assumption. However, truth be told, in this figure here, this must be considered as an enclosed structure. But then again, we actually have assumed this problem to be partially enclosed in order for it to get more challenging kasi masyadong madali pag enclosed lang. So again, we would be analyzing this structure as partially enclosed. Okay? So from that, guys, GCPI would still be equal to positive and negative 0.55. Okay? So the new value here is just the value of CP. Okay? So CP lang naman po yung mag-iiba and the rest would still be the same. So in order for us to solve for CP, or in order for us to know CP for wind loads in the roof pressure, we would be making use, or we would be referring to this table by NSCP. So previously, ito po yung ginamit natin. However, these are just for wall pressures. So right now, for roofings, for roof surfaces, we would now be making use of this particular table. So as you can see that in this table, we have a column for windward, and we also have a column for leeward. And as you can see between the two, I think it is safe to assume that leeward is easier because the data here is, well, what do you call this? The data here is rather less than that of the data on the windward. Kitang-kita naman. So from that, guys, I think it would be better for us to start with the leeward pressure first para if ever na hindi nyo na-gets yung sa windward, mas madali nga yung sa leeward. At least, mag-gets nyo muna yung sa leeward. At least, if ever you would be having your quiz or your exam, kung hindi nyo man na-gets yung windward, at least hindi kayo zero kasi masosolve nyo yung leeward. Okay, so as you can see that in this video, in order for you to get the value of CP, it is actually dependent upon the angle of the roofing. So as you can see here, the angle and the location of the wind load pressure. So in here, as you can see, that it is actually, or the value for CP depends upon the wind direction and its relation to the ridge. Okay? So when we say normal, in other words, this means perpendicular. Okay? And when we say parallel, yun, parallel na po mismo siya. Parallel. Okay? So, in our example here, so again, wind travels along the given x-axis. So from that, guys, this is now the direction of the wind. And this is what you would be calling the ridge. Okay? And if the wind travels along the x-axis, and this is the ridge, the relationship would be perpendicular. Okay? So perpendicular po sila. So meaning that in this table, we would either be using this or this. Okay? So if ever po kasi na kunwari parallel, in a situation we're in, let's say that wind would now be traveling along the z direction, and as you can see that the z direction is parallel to the ridge, meaning automatic na po sana that we would be making use of this table at the bottom part. But then again, hindi po, no? So, if hindi po, guys, mamimili pa rin po tayo between this one or this one. So, it is now dependent upon the angle of the roofing, and going back to this location, the angle of the roofing, ito po yung angle na yun. So, this is that angle here. Itong angle na to. So, solving for that angle, by virtue of trigonometry. So, this dimension here is half of 10.5. So, half of 10.5 would be 5.25. So, 5.25. So, I think, hindi ko naman na siguro kailangang ipakita in detail kung pag-solve ng angle. So, solving for the angle there would be the arctangent of the opposite side of that angle, which is 2.8. divided by the adjacent side, which is 5.25. Teka, ba't naka-degrees yun? Meters pala po to. Okay? So, from that, guys, looking at the calculator, naka-degrees po ba siya? Yes, naka-degrees. So, equals 28.07 degrees. So, again, from that, the angle is 28.07 degrees. And using such, we could now conclude that the table that we will be using is that of the upper part. Kasi nga po, our angle is greater than 10 degrees. Okay? So, since we are to solve for the leeward pressure, we are now to refer to this part of the table. And since our angle is 28 degrees, since 28 degrees is greater than 20 degrees, we would now be referring to this. Okay? Though, as you can see, guys, na depending upon the row that we will be using, or the row that we will be using will be dependent upon the ratio of H over L. But right now, I think we do not really need to solve for the value of H over L for leeward because regardless of the ratio of H over L, negative 0.6 din lang naman lahat sila. Okay? So from that, guys, this is negative 0.6. Okay? So previously, we have solved for the value for CP for leeward wall. And right now, we do not really need to interpolate kasi pasok naman na po siya dyan. But in a situation we're in, for example, that the angle that you have solved for is, let's say, 17 degrees. As you know that 17 degrees is in between 15 and 20, you must interpolate first. But then again, in our case right now, since our angle is 28 degrees, ito po yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, again, that is negative 0.6. And solving for the pressure, considering, for example, that the GCPI is a negative value. Kunwari, negative GCPI. Looking at the calculator. So, the value for QZ, again, QH po yung gagamitin natin, and in the previous video, we have solved for it as 2007.26 times G of 0.85 times CP of negative 0.6, kalalagay po natin, plus QI of 2007.26 still, times negative 0.55. So, our answer here is negative 2127.696. Again, this is in Pascal. So, from that, guys, if you are to draw the diagrams, so if I am to erase this first, if I am to draw the diagram for the leeward wall, ito na po siya. So, the pressure would be perpendicular to the surface. And again, this is negative 2127.696. So, why is it away from the building? So, again, a negative pressure means suction. So, hinihila po dapat yung bubong palayo. Okay? So, that is if the value for GCPI is negative. But what if, for example, what if the value for the GCPI is positive? Kasi nga, di ba yung value ng GCPI, it is positive or negative as shown here. So, you should solve for both. Okay? So, going back to our... Nasaan yung data natin? Patay. Ayun. Okay? So, again, we must solve for the positive GCPI. So, for the positive GCPI, asan yung positive na GCPI? Hindi yan. Okay? So, for the positive GCPI, ayun, gawin nyo lang pong positive yung GCPI na yan. And solving for it, it would give you an answer of a positive 80.2904. And in order for us to prove that that is correct, so solving for the pressure P, if let's say the value for CP is negative 0.6 and the value for GCPI is a positive value, so looking at the calculator, so that is 2007.26 times 0.85 times negative 0.6 plus QI of 2007.26 times positive 0.55. So from that, the answer is 80.2904. So from that, even though that wind will be traveling along this direction, since this is positive, the leeward wall would now be acting towards the surface. Again, towards because it is positive. Okay, so how is that possible? So if you are to solve for this one only, if you are to solve for the external pressure, so for the external pressure, that is 2007.26 times 0.85 times negative 0.6. So this is negative 1023.7003, for example, or 7026. And for the internal pressure, so for the internal pressure po, that is 2007.26 times 0.55, that is 1103.993. So what really happened here is that at the exterior surface, and since it is negative, suction yan, pataas po talaga siya, external pressure. And this is 1023.7026 kasi nga suction, negative siya eh. And as for the interior pressure, it is directed towards inside the building kasi nga positive pressure po siya. And from that, that is 1103.993. And guys, getting the net or the resultant of both of these, ang mangyayari po, so 1103 minus 1023.7026. So the answer there is positive 80.2904. So to take both of this into consideration, pwede mo naman na po siyang i-draw as 1. And from that, the resultant would be once again positive 80, meaning that it is directed towards the roof surface. Ganyan po na po siya. Okay? So that is for the leeward wall. Okay, so what about for the windward wall? So for the windward wall, this is much more complicated than that of the leeward because as seen in this table, mas madami na po tayong data na titignan. And from that, we would now be solving for the value of H over L, where H is the roof mean height, or mean roof height, I should say. So mean roof height. Okay, and in the previous video, we have solved for the mean roof height as once again, 11 meters. So, nasa yung table na yun. So, from that guys, if that is the mean roof height, so what is now the value of L? The value of L once again is the length along the direction of the wind. So, there, okay? So, direction of the wind, meaning that if this is our figure and that this is the direction of the wind, so the dimension of 10.5 is actually parallel to the direction of the wind. From that, guys, the value of L is equal to 10.5 meters in our case. Okay, so 10.5 meters. So do not get accustomed to the idea that the value of L is the larger value between the two. It just so happened that coincidentally speaking, the value for L previously dun po sa sa mga walls 10 meters, yung ginamit natin over 8 meters. Pero since we are to consider the roofing, yung dimension na po dito yung titignan natin. And for example, that this is, for example, 8 meters. Hindi po laging case na yung L yung mas malaking value. Again, it is dependent upon the direction of the wind. For example, that the direction of the wind is along the Z direction. So, ito po dapat yung L na gagamitin nyo. Okay? So, saan na tayo? Di ko na alam kung nasa yung slide na yun. Okay, so again guys, so L is 10.5 and for the value of H, again, this is 11 meters. So from that, guys, the value of H over L, that is equal to 11 meters divided by 10.5 meters. And from that, guys, getting the ratio between 11 and 10.5, the answer here would be 1.0476. And by the way guys, we have a typographical error here by the first printing of NSCP. So yun lang po kasi yung soft copy na meron ako. And actually this should be 1.0 or greater than or equal to 1.0. So as you can see that 1.0476 is greater than 1.0, meaning that we would be making use of this row here. Okay? So as for that row, again, it is still dependent upon the angle. And previously we have solved for the angle as, nadbura ko. So for the angle pala, again, the angle that is equal to the arctangent of opposite of 2.8 meters. So going back here. So if this is the angle, this is the opposite, and this is the adjacent. So from that, 2.8 over 5.25. So I hope that you understand where this came from. If not, replay nyo na lang yung video. So this is actually 28 point something degrees. So saan ba yun? Ulitin ko na lang. So arctangent of 2.8 over 5.25. So again, that is 28.072 degrees. Okay, so as you can see, that 28.072 degrees is in between 25 and 30. So from that, guys, we actually need to interpolate. So since the value of the ratio between H over L is greater than 1.0, meaning, guys, that we are particular with this data here. Okay? But as you know, we actually have two sets of values. What that means is that we have two possibilities for the wind load pressure. Okay, so if you would be looking here at this parts, bakit windward pero bakit may negative value? So when we say negative value, di ba magiging suction po yan? So baka isipin nyo kasi pag windward, laging direct pressure yon because for example, mag-drawing lang po ako. Saan ako pwede mag-drawing? So for example, if I would be drawing here, suppose that we have a wind. Ay, sorry, hindi pala wind yan, bubong yan. We have a roof. Then let's say that wind travels towards this direction. Baka isipin nyo for the external pressure, it is always automatically direct pressure. Baka isipin nyo ganyan. Actually, that is not always the case. It is actually depending upon the slope. So for instance, that let's say the roof would be having a slope which is very near zero. Meaning guys, para almost horizontal na siya. So kunwari ganyan. And let's suppose that we would be having wind towards this direction. There is actually a tendency that it would be a suction. Or let's say that we would be having a flat roof. Pag flat roof po yan, then may hangin guys. The tendency of this is that it would be having some uplift. So as you can see here in this table, so sa table po na to guys, the greater the value of the angle, nagiging direct pressure po siya kasi naging positive po yung value ng CP. The lower the value of the angle, it actually has a tendency that it would be a negative value. Magiging suction po siya. Okay? So, yun. As you can see here guys that the greater the value of the angle, nagiging positive po siya. And the lesser the value of the angle, nagiging negative po siya or nagiging suction po siya. Okay, and also guys, going back here at this part, meron pong dalawang values per set. So as you can see, kunwari 25 degrees yung angle. We have two values. What that means is that there are two possibilities. It may either be a suction or direct pressure. Okay, so from that guys, we must consider both. Kailangan po natin gamitin yung both values, then we would be checking which of those would be more critical than that of the other. Okay, so from that guys, again, 28 degrees po yung ating value ng angle. So angle is equal to 28.072 degrees. And again, nandito po siya located, and it would be better, or actually we have no choice than to interpolate between 25 and 30. So in-input ko lang po yan dito. And again, the value that we are particular with is the value, teka, ibahin ko lang yung color ng ink para mas makita. So, white. So, you are particular with 28.072 degrees. So, it would be up to you what is your method for interpolation. But in my case, I would rather use the statistics mode in my calculator by going to stat mode. So, the button will depend upon your calculator. Again, for CARS or CARSE, it is very similar to that of the calculator by Casio. And if Canon po, nalimutan ko na din. Basta hanapin nyo na lang yung stat mode. So just click on mode, then stat mode 3. Then hanapin nyo po yung linear mode. In this case, that is mode 2. So pakicheck na lang po if you have in your calculator the LIN, that is linear, yun pimpiliin nyo. So I will be assigning the X value as the angle itself. Ito, 25 and 30. So, yun. I-partner lang po natin siya. I will first interpolate the first row here. And from that, if the angle 25, or if the angle is 25, the value for the CP is equal to negative 0.5. If, let's say, the angle is 30 degrees, the value for CP is equal to negative 0.3. Okay? So from that guys, I will be clicking AC. I-clear ko na po siya. And I will be going to stat mode. So in some of the calculators na meron pong apps na nakalagay at this part, pindutin nyo po yun. And if wala po, go to shift stat or shift 1. Okay? So After shift 1, go to the regression. That is 5. And then, since I have indicated that the value for CP would that be of the Y column, I would be choosing Y carat 5. Okay? So since I already know the value for my angle which is 28.072, so lalagay ko po dito 28.072 Y carat. So ang tanong po dyan or ang implication po ng calculation na to, what would be the value of Y if the value of X is 28.072? So pressing equals. So from that, guys, this is negative 0.37712. Okay, so that is for the first interpolation. Oops, sorry. So for the second interpolation po, dito sa part na to. So, asan na yun? So, palitan ko po yung data by going to stat mode, then change the data to. Palitan ko po yung data na, ay nawala. So, palitan ko po natin yung data na yan. So, if x is equal to 25 degrees, the value of y is equal to 0 as seen here. 0 po siya. Okay? And then, if the value of x is equal to 30 degrees, the value of y is equal to 0.2. So, same method. Stat mode, regression, y carat. Then, lagay po natin dito yung angle na 28.072. So, if you have trust issues doing this method, edi solve nyo na lang manual computation po. Manual interpolation. So, 0.12288. Walang tama ba? Labon mata ko. So, 0.12288. Okay? So, yun na. Yan na po guys yung values natin for CP. So, we have two possibilities. I-check po natin yung dalawa. Whichever will govern. Okay? So, in the next slide, yan, ilagay lang po natin dito guys. So, yung first probable value is, ay second na lang kasi nasa calculator ko naman, that is 0.12288. Okay? And then for the other value, ano yung other value? Ala, nalimutan ko na. So, that is negative 0.37712. Negative 0.37712. Pilan tama ba? Kasi may transition pa, malimutan ko eh. Negative 0.37712. Okay. So from that, let us solve for the value for pressure. In this example, guys, in this slide here, we are to assume that the value for GCPI is positive 0.55. Okay? So solving for it, dun po sa una, that is 2007.26. At teka lang, balik ko lang po muna sa computation mode or computer mode. So that is 2007.26 times G of 0.85 times CP of negative 0.37712 plus 2007.26 times positive 0.55. Answer po dito is 460.56. 460.56. Okay? Then for the second one, yung pangalawang tawag dito, pangalawang case is yung CP daw palitan lang natin ng positive 0.12288. And from that, guys, 1313.65. Okay? So from that, guys, for the windward wall dito po sa area na to, it might either be 460.56 or 1313.65. So 460.56 or 1313.65. And since both of them would be having a positive pressure, ibig sabihin parehas po silang direct pressure, pwede ka na pong mamili kung alin dyan yung mas mataas. And from that, guys, 1313.65 would be the more dangerous or more critical value. Okay? So, again, this is just for the positive GCPI. What about if negative po siya? So, if negative po siya, nalimutan ko na naman, negative 0.37712. Teka, sulat ko lang ulit. negative 0.37712. Then for the other one, nalimutan ko ulit, 0.12288. 0.12288. Okay? So for the pressure, again guys, ang gagawin lang po natin, palitan lang po natin yung mga values dito ng negative 0.55. So ito ba yung ito ba yung sa negative 0.37712? Okay? So from that guys, the value here is negative 1747.424. And as for the other value, so ito naman, palitan ko to. Tama ba yung pinagagawa ko sa buhay? Teka lang, 0.1228. Sige, kung may trust issue, ulitin na lang natin 2007.20. Okay, 2007.26 times 0.85 times 0.12288 plus 2007.26 times negative or positive pala times 0.55. So the answer here is negative pala. Negative pala dapat yung ginagamit natin dito, no? So times negative 0.55. Okay, and from that guys, this is negative 894.338. So from that guys, if the value for GCPI is a negative value, ibig sabihin palayo po siya ng ng structure. And from that, this may either be negative 1747.424 or negative 894.338. Okay, so since parehas naman po silang suction pressure, you could actually choose for the larger value instead. But in a situation wherein kunwari magkaiba sila ng ng sign, wag po kayong mamili between the two. Rather wag po kayong mag-choose between both. I-analyze nyo na lang po na magkahiwalay. So, ibig sabihin, gumawa ka po ng isang figure na naka-negative pressure, tapos gawa ka po ulit ng isa pang figure na naka-positive pressure. Pero i-erase ko na, pangit ng drawing ko, sira dignidad ko. In-erase ko lahat. Anyway, basta alam nyo na po yung values. Teka, ba't ko in-erase lahat? So again, this is negative 894.339. Then for the other value, that is negative 1747.424. Okay. So again, yun po yung sa pressure diagram na negative GCPI. So ngayon guys, if we are now to... tignan nyo na guys, ang galing. So pagmasdan nyo to, bakit siya naging load? Ginagawa mo. Okay, so in summary, this is now the pressure diagram if you would be solving and you would be drawing the pressure diagram for a negative GCPI. So for the leeward side, ang nakalagay po doon actually when we have solved for it earlier, it was negative 2127.7. And a negative value means that it is suction, so it means it should be directed away from the building. So since na-drawing ko naman na po na palayo, I could actually get rid of the sign already. Kasi yung sign naman po niyan, it only indicates the direction. So as for the windward pressure, as you can see in my calculator below, negative po yan as well as for the other value, which is negative 894. So parehas po silang negative, meaning wala pong tendency if we would be having a pressure diagram of a negative GCPI in this case na magkakaroon po siya ng direct pressure. Once again, if negative GCPI using our situation here. So, since they both have the same units, which is suction, we could actually choose one in between them. So, from that guys, this one would govern kasi mas malakas nga po siya. Okay? So, meaning that this is now the pressure that we will be taking into consideration for our analysis. But should there be a situation that instead of them having the same sign, kunwari yung isa naka-positive, for example, that the other one is positive, we will not be choosing for one. Rather, we should be solving for both in terms of analysis. So, kailangan natin i-analyze na as if negative siya, tapos kailangan din po natin i-analyze na as if naka-positive po siya. So, from that is the reason why these lines are double-ended. So, ibig sabihin, ito po yung positive 894. And ito po yung, baliktad. This is for the negative value. And this is now for the positive value, yung direct pressure, okay? So, wag yun lang pong pagsasabay ng analysis. You should analyze the building separately, okay? So, for the positive pressure, for the pressure diagram for a positive GCPI, so for the leeward, that is a positive 80.2904 when you see positive direct pressure, meaning that it is directed towards the building itself. And then, in here, for the windward pressure that we have solved for earlier, ano po siya? 460 Pascal or 1313 Pascal. Since they are positive, it must be directed towards the building. So, i-cross out ko na po ito. Okay? So, again, nagkataon po na magkapares po sila ng sign, meaning that in our analysis, let's consider the larger value. So, again, reminder that should there be a situation that they both have they both have different signs. Huwag po kayo mamili, kailangan nyo pong i-simulate ng dalawa, okay? But then again, in our case here, same sign convention, so pwede na po tayo mamili. So that is 1313 Pascal. Okay? So there. Hello to you watching this video. So in this videoing